misery index is a way of measuring the economic well-being of a country. The increasing index indicates a worsening economic climate, which generally impacts the way of life of its occupants. Economist Steve Hanke's MI model adds a country's unemployment, inflation, and bank lending rates, then subtracts the percentage change in real gross domestic product per capita. With that in mind, here are the top 10 countries with the worst economy in the world as of 2016. Number 10. Colombia. Despite making some great strides in the improvement of its economy, Colombia sits at number 10 with a misery index at 28.7. Hanke attests this to the country's high lending rates. Colombia is the third largest South American economy, behind Brazil and Argentina, and relies on exports of petroleum, coffee, and cut flowers. Number 9. Iran. Following many years of political oppression and interference from Western governments, Iran's stagnant economy places the MI at 29.3. Though high lending rates probably affect the country's low rank, alleged government money laundering and terrorist financing activities may play a larger role. Number 8. Turkey. After a tumultuous 2016, Turkey is landed with an MI of 30.7. After a failed coup and suspension of over 15,000 education employees mid-year, it's not surprising that this already volatile market sits at number 8 on Hanke's list. Number 7. Azerbaijan. Though the labor force is well educated, Azerbaijan maintains a score of 35.9. The country's perceived political corruption and diminishing oil exports play a vital role in rising consumer prices and fewer opportunities for employment. Number 6. Ukraine. Ukraine has registered Europe's lowest levels of economic freedom for 4 years in a row. The country's misery rate sits at 36, with contributing factors that include lack of investment freedom, as well as outdated and ill-regulated legislature. Number 5. Egypt. After much political upheaval began around 2011, the country has been striving to make progress in reinstilling confidence in investors. They still have a long way to go, however. With a score of 43.9 on the index, Egypt's newly settled government plans to implement its economic reform in the long term. Number 4. South Africa. Amid multiple votes of no confidence laid against President Zuma, high corruption rates, multiple strikes across sectors, and higher unemployment rates grant South Africa a score of 44.9. South Africa relies on the export of gold and platinum. Its mining, manufacturing, and agriculture rival similar sectors in wealthier economies, but the workforce remains poor as many are underpaid and exploited. Number 3. Brazil. With its debt reduced to junk status in late 2015, an impeached President Rousseff, and bad spending on Rousseff's first term, Brazil sits with a score of 75. At the end of a 2-year recession, Brazil's interim government may be able to make some recovery of the country's economy with new finance minister Henrique Meirelles in place. Number 2. Argentina. Though the country is rich in resources and has a highly educated labor force, the country has been severely underperforming for many years. Import restrictions, nationalizations that undercut economic growth, and double-digit inflation rate that have left consumers paying steep prices for goods, Argentina holds a score of 83.8 on the misery index. Number 1. Venezuela. Far ahead of anyone on the list is Venezuela at a score of 573.4. Bad spending, hyperinflation, and poor economic freedom have all contributed to the country's steady economic decline. Crime and corruption add to the country's list of woes, as do a lack of access to resources and a lack of economic diversification. As usual, thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more awesome Top 10 clips. We come out with Top 10 videos just for you every week. Be sure to like this clip and leave a comment. Then feel free to go ahead and check out one of our other top 10 videos